Ahoy everyone and welcome to King's Quest 2015 I think. So this is an adventure game based, well not based, sorry, it's a adventure game that's a reboot of an old Sierra adventure series called King's Quest obviously. Now I played this game before and actually there is footage of me playing this on YouTube, but it is on a person's channel whom I no longer speak to, so I am not going to direct you to watch that because I do not want that person getting any more views. So, not because I'm petty, but because, okay, maybe I'm petty. Alright guys, let's just jump right into it. Let me just check the subtitles on here, because my sister likes subtitles. Hey? Alright, sweet. Apply back. Alright, let's jump in guys. So, you actually have to pay to play the whole game. Now the interesting thing about this is you actually age throughout the game. So I think that's really cool. I actually enjoyed the first chapter of this. So here we go. Now there's a narration which is really cool. Now I just want to point out before we get too far into this, this game reminds me a lot of The Princess Bride. Even down to the fact that they actually have some of the cast from Princess Bride in this game. So let's just get moving here. As I said, this is an adventure game, so okay, spacebar to use things. Okay, and now we're going to spacebar down. That cape is really awesome. It sort of reminds me of Doctor Strange's cape.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
Look at all the gold. I love a good adventure game. I love a good fantasy game, to be honest. Wait, can I do something with this? No? Oh, there's a little door there. Okay. I'm not sure I was meant to go this way.
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
So it's very atmospheric. It's very cinematic. I think it's really well done, to be honest. Now, so King's Quest was actually one of the first ever adventure games. Roberta Williams, who is one of the co-founders of Sierra. Her husband, I always forget his name. Roberta and I want to say Ken. I'm sorry if that's wrong. But yeah, so Roberta was like she was like a housewife, and she played an adventure game, and she fell in love. I think she played Colossal Cave Adventure, I think it was called, and she was like, this is amazing, and she started jotting down ideas for how she would want to do her own adventure game.
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
Yeah, so she started, and her husband was like a software designer or something, and she convinced him to start making video games with her, and he did, and the rest is history.
And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right one.
This is interesting because the original King's Quest games, they had like they had like death traps. Like um, they had points in the game where you could push the wrong button and die. They had like harsh penalties for doing the wrong thing, I should say. So anyway, yeah. So Roberta Williams, her first adventure game was, I think it was Murder House Mystery. I think I'm not too sure about the title, but it was a murder mystery game. I don't know what I'm meant to do here.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind.
See, it's a grandfather telling their grandchild a fantasy story, which is, I'm sorry, that's basically Princess Bride. And look, I'm not hating. Like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I am obligated to point it out. So yeah, Roberta Williams' first adventure game was a murder mystery, and it was very basic. It had like very basic, well, next to non-existent graphics. They were like, they look like chalkboard drawings. I'm not hating, that's what they actually look like. Ooh.
Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror!
Oh,
dragon.
So you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
Do you want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to add a shinier hat to my collection.
Now, I don't remember the name of the knight.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
That's not how that works. You could still turn that. Can I use this? Spacebar, is there something over here?
Volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide.
I'm dead, I think. I think I broke it.
That's how I do the dragon. Appreciate.
So I lost. I don't know. I think that's a bit bull. I was hidden behind that mattress. Alright, so maybe the bed.
Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Alright, well, I'm gonna hide in the bed.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I use my cleverness to outsmart the trap.
And then hid from the dragon.
Then I use my cleverness to hide.
I really like the graphics. As I said, I think it really looks nice. It's got a really nice stylized, cel-shaded look to it.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered
I
with
had
it,
the handle.
creating some silly conundrum.
What did you use to fix the broken...
That's not. That would have worked regardless. Oh, so the dragon didn't hear that, but he heard the bell. Okay. Okay.
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
Narcoleptic dragon. Ooh, that looks dangerous. I was like, who's that? It's a skeleton. No, I can do it. I can do it. Oh. Now, I think you can't... I'm pretty sure if you stand on the bones... Oh, quickly. That was lucky. Alright, so no standing on the bones. So I think we'll go this way. Yep. I don't know, I really love the graphics. So I never played the original King's Quest games. I am interested in doing so because I do love my adventure games. As I said, they apparently are really hard. As I said, crap.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Okay. Let's run this way. Oh, bow and arrow. Huzzah! Yeah, apparently the original King's Quest games are really hard. Oh, wait. Yeah. You gotta be careful where you walk.
The mirror called out to me.
I guess hard, calling them hard is a bit,
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
yeah, I guess hard's the wrong word. Maybe punishing is a better word. Interesting. Is there like something... Is there like something I can do or something? Ah, I see. I see what I meant to do. Took me a moment, but I see. Yep. Alright, then I hit this. Stand up here. There we go. I got the mirror. Pretty sure this part you gotta race that. Oh crap.
Let me guess. You escaped with only...
How cool is this? This is so fun. I'm sure it's going to get frustrating eventually. D. D. Hey. S. I pressed S. D. D. A. S. W. This is so cool. This is a very underrated title, I think. I just, it's sad to me because I think a lot of people just don't like adventure games because, you know, they consider them boring or they just don't like thinking or something. I personally love adventure games. Probably my favorite genre. One of the few genres I'm actually good at. Which is weird because I'm not that smart. Oh dear. Run, dude.
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
Oh dear. Oh crud.
In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
So I could have killed the dragon, I could have hurt, hurt the dragon, or could have fed the dragon, so I decided to feed him. It's a really nice game. As I said, very underrated in my
My
opinion.
hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim. Sewn into
I
the
forget
seams
his
of
name,
many
it's like,
hidden
it's
adventures.
Daedric or something? It's something really...
All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. How did you know shooting the bell would distract him?
Over the years, I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was very
Sir Godric?
I, too, would be violently angry if I could only eat when my neglectful owner rang the
I'm going to
bell.
Google it while he's talking.
I know, it was a sneaky trick, but I certainly wasn't going to set a dragon loose on the town or participate in any more abuse.
You really thought that through, Grandpa. I would have tricked him, too. Back home, they call me Gwendolyn the Smarty Pants.
You come from a long line of logically
King's
minded
Quest.
nobles, and one very clever dentist.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Sir Graham. How could I forget that? Now, I could be wrong, but I think that's artwork from the original games. Like the box covers. Once again, I could be wrong. I'm wrong quite a lot. Not today. Humble Bumble? Bloop. The music's really well done. Was her hair clipping through the back of her hood?
Well, hello, cousin.
Oh no, it's a feather. Okay.
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast he outsmarted with its own dinner bell. I don't know if he forgets that I've heard that story before, or if he just doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old.
He's just old.
He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
His eyes are too far apart.
I'm actually competing in the tournament.
She looks like an anime character.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
See, he was like, he doesn't seem like a dick character. Like, he wasn't like, you're gonna lose because you're a girl. He was just like, oh, like he was just like, it just seemed like he was surprised that she was going to compete.
Come in,
which is really like
You can set those
nice and
on the
refreshing, as
nightstand.
long as it, you know, doesn't turn out he's being a dick behind the scenes.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to
There's like
those.
10
No need to
potions
fuss
there.
over me. Now let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed
This has got
up,
a really good
but
story to it.
I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no
I might as well get
bother.
comfortable.
After all,
I'm gonna be
I
here
was
for a
glad
while.
that You entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing.
Okay, so he's a dick.
There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
A deft maneuver, a quick-witted distraction, an act of kindness, even in victory. A duel. What would I do? Probably a quick-witted
Thinking of the
distraction.
problem in a different way. Finding a clever distraction to create a moment of victory. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I had seen a dragon. It's a tale
I really
about
like the
a tournament that
graphics.
changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Now this is a very long game. I'm pretty sure my original...
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
He's riding a bloody hamster. Oh, I can move him. Nice. It's just got a lot of charm to it. That's what I love about adventure games.
Gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcome the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
Alright, yeah, so as I was saying, this is a really long game. I'm pretty sure my original video went for three and a half hours or something. So I'm probably not going to play all of it.
Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island.
Oh, nice. This game has a bit of an Alice in Wonderland flair for mine as well. Also a bit of a Terry Gilliam, like a Monty Python's. He's a big boy.
Hey, over here!
I could have sworn the Parade of Hopeful Knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece.
Okay.
Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest.
If you hear it popping in my videos, it's probably me biting my lip. I have a really bad habit of doing that. I read somewhere that, someone said, oh, people do it because they're anxious. I just do it because it's a bad habit. Like, I'm not anxious. I have known to be anxious, but, like, right now I'm pretty relaxed. What's that? Is that a toaster? That's literally a toaster. I want the toaster. Give me the toaster.
I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for.
Oh, man.
Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
Now, that's a reference to the original game, because people just used every item with it. Well, technically that's kind of Adventure Game 101. You use every item with everything in the game.
That wheel seemed freshly broken.
I just really love the graphics in this. I think it's really nice. The artwork, I should say. Oh, here's something. Oh, that's right, yes.
Stat!
It's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never
Unicorns.
sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... No! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forage the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Ah, here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've molded over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material. Hey. I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait. You're
Late
stuck
night.
here with
Nobody
me.
likes a late
Every
night.
gin is out, and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yup, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
Nope. Oh, can I pet your goats?
Stay away from my majestic unicorns.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
With this.
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Puns.
Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
This game just has... yeah, this part... I remember this part creeped the heck out of me. Is this the way to go? No.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
No wheels are there.
This game just has so much personality and charisma. Like, as I said, like that's a common trait with. Let's see.
An overgrown patch of spiniferous thornweeds obstructed a path to the water well.
The well with the ginormous dragon in it?
Perhaps.
That's okay. We'll come back. Okay, we're gonna climb up here. There we go.
The town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade?
Alrighty.
A bakery. That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins.
This is what I want.
Ah, I didn't see any reason why that stale bread wouldn't work for a wheel.
Can I leave? So I pretty much just robbed someone. Yep, I pretty much just robbed someone. Oh crap.
Ah, a shortcut.
Nice. Very handy.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
No, I guess not.
I thought this might do the trick.
Lovely choice, boy. And thank the Yarblesnoose, this bread is beyond stale. Hopefully you didn't pay too much. You have a face that just screams overcharged. I've got just a fix for that, too. But we have important tournament business to tend to, and I think this'll do the trick. Ooh, I'll just need to start locking my unicorns up at night. Mr. Fancy Cakes has a nibbling problem. All right, off we go. Oh, wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested?
Oh, sounds good. I love a deal.
So do I, boy, so do I. If I see one, I'll let you know. Here you are. Now, let's Vamanusi from this meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time. Mr. Fancy Cakes! Ah, heel! Halt! Abyss! Stop!
This guy, as I said,
We
this game just
sincerely
subverts the
hope
personality
you
into
enjoyed
this
your
one.
stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup! Don't forget about us working folk. Especially when your pockets are full of riches.
Bye-bye. Pretty sure I skipped the whole town section.
Back away, back away. This area is unsafe for commoners.
Would an entrance ticket prove my worth?
Sorry, but the collection of entrance tickets will take place inside the theater.
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
The list, unfortunately, is inside the theater, which is across that bridge, which is inexplicably missing.
We've ordered a temporary fix, but we're still sorting out the work order.
Well, with all the recent budget issues, I remain skeptical about the repairs.
Well, can't
I wonder if
those
that's
guys check
Richard
the list?
O'Brien of
You
Rocky
mean
Horror fame.
Kyle and Larry? They're off duty. Don't ask.
You needn't worry. These night hopefuls will figure out a solution soon, and then we can carry on with the auditions.
Well, but I am a hopeful knight. If you just step aside, I'm confident that I could find a way across.
Daventry Decree 6645 states that a royal guard once commanded must never, under no circumstances, abandon his post while on duty.
Well, technically, Addendum 237A allows us to leave if someone is in distress and in need of assistance, of a life or death nature.
I stand corrected, and we wouldn't want a repeat of the Rubenstern fiasco. A tardy auditionee, however, hardly counts for distress. Sorry, but we can't leave our post. King's orders.
I just really love the character models. I honestly do.
Come at me, bees!
What happened to the bees? Oh, maybe I gotta push it from this side?
And then you chop down the tree full of angry bees?
Enough, Gwendolyn.
Okay.
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous. Distress! Abandon post! Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me. His tired argument is getting on my nerves.
No need to argue about the fact that I am...
Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Not good.
They're all missing.
Another horn and another missing piece.
Oh yeah, so they all take your idea. I'm pretty sure.
My bow is brand new, so it still needs to be broken in.
Where did he get a bow? Did I miss the part where we got bows?
You're still here?
See, they're all taking your ideas to get across. That's such a cool night. Oh my! I know I've said it about 62,000 times by now, but I just love the graphics. The character models, like, just how good is the style? How about another butter? Douchebag. Okay. So we're gonna try to run across over here.
Pardon me!
Douchebag. Oh dear. He's just so depressed.
All right!
The tree was too heavy to move. I would need to chop it down to size. I left the hatchet lodged in the tree because I would not need it anymore.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Everyone always asks about that hatchet. It gets a tad annoying.
Huh?
Oopsie. This dude's just walking on water.
Hang on a sec. Graham, right?
Yes,
So this is actually an
how
actor
did you
from The
know
Princess
my
Bride.
name?
Well, you'd be surprised at the information people give out when they're too busy thinking
Inconceivable.
about their own agenda. I also observed that without you, no one could have made it across. Well done, Graham.
Thanks, I guess.
They'll never acknowledge it, you know. Those who use their minds over their biceps are never woven into the tapestries of time. I can tell you're like me, a creative thinker, an intellectual. To win this competition, you'll need to prove that your talents are more powerful than their strength, agility, and speed. You'll also need a friend.
I could really use a friend.
They call me Manny. Pleased to meet you.
So, friend, what's your favorite color? Do you like popcorn-flavored jelly beans? Because I do. What's your availability for sleepovers? Are we in a secret club?
That's me when I make friends.
Green.
Well, sorry, I should say that's me if I ever made a friend.
Free on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I would say
so sad.
more of a secret alliance.
Alliance?
This competition will not be easy, and Daventry needs men like us. If we put our heads together, we might have a shot.
What's the plan?
If you win, put a good word in for me with the king. And if I win, I'll do the same. Soon, we'll both be moving up the ranks in the castle together. We should head inside the theater, though.
I wonder if I can do that.
Let me know how I can help.
Like, surely that wasn't that hard. Can I say that the graphics are really nice again? They're all missing.
Another horn and another missing piece.
Graham, to the front of the stage, please. Now that we have recovered our list, it is my duty to inform you that you are officially signed in. Yay. And I do want to apologize. I am very, very terribly sorry. But we've run out of commemorative tote bags.
That's not a problem. I have no use for tote bags. My mother designed my cape with lots of pockets. Is the next event about to start?
Not so fast, Pocket Boy. The tournament bylaws explicitly state that each contestant must complete every event before continuing on in the competition. Since you were late, you missed the test of chivalry and the welcoming parade. Both designed as light-hearted warm-ups and getting-to-know-you type exercises. You know, an icebreaker before we start in on the usual death, destruction, and duels of a cutthroat nature.
Don't forget about Amendment 70, Article 4.
I was getting to that, thank you. In the spirit of equal opportunity, the new rules state that you can schedule a make-up chivalry test if and only if the circumstances for your absence were extenuating. So, I will ask, what were your extenuating circumstances that made you late for the tournament?
I didn't hear it the day change. I don't know what that means. My mum wouldn't let me leave before I finished breakfast.
Well, my mom whipped up a stack of my special chocolate chip pancakes, and she never lets me leave the house until I finished all my breakfast.
I'll just pencil in Mummy's boy. Now, go on, mingle with the other contestants. Find out as much as you can about them, and when you're ready for the chivalry test, come and see me.
Okay. So this one, I'm pretty sure you got to learn about the contestants, and they question you on them.
Hey, thanks for knocking that log over out there. Really. It gave me the opportunity to go on a lovely cruise.
Those nights were annoying me, and I wanted some alone time. Leave me be, little fly. You don't want to wake the bull.
Look, I don't want to be in this conversation any more than you do, but I missed the chivalry test, and I need to make it up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can leave you alone.
Well, make it quick. Then buzz off.
I'm Graham.
No last names. I don't even want your first name.
Wow.
And your name?
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference, but I am currently in the process of rebranding myself, starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
What were you hiding in your hand?
What was that you were hiding in your paws?
Well, none of your business, feather boy.
Seriously, what are you hiding? Is it a snack?
Leave it alone, string bean.
Seriously, what are you hiding? Is it a snack?
Leave it alone, string bean.
I'll leave you be.
Go away.
The treasure that was within. I could feel the riches with the edges of my fingertips when it clasped shut.
Hello, my name's Graham. Nice to meet you.
Achaka.
Achaka.
So, where do you hail from?
Achaka.
I see. Sounds exotic. So, what type of arrows do you fly with?
Achaka.
Nice, nice. I prefer the hand-whittled sapling arrows myself. Want to partner up? Show Daventry the power of dueling archers? What do you say?
Achaka.
Yeah, you're right. You'd probably just slow me down. Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
Oh, hey, Graham. We were just sharing some tips about the tournament. Let me know if you want the rundown about any of our competitors.
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bullhorns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of a weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
What can you tell me about Achaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. Ugh, you got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
What can you tell me about Sir Tenov himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although
inconceivable.
Clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
Hey there, I'm Graham.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And your name?
What?
Well, I didn't catch your name.
What? Is this true? Surely you jest, Greg. What rock did you crawl out from? How do you not recognize this well-proportioned face?
Well, it's not Greg, it's Graham. And, of course, I know who you are. You're...
Dum-dum.
Sir Tenov himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me.
He lost it.
I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're... every woman's dream?
You got that right. The ladies love, 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 love. Yeah. Who? Who do they love, Gabe?
It's not Gabe, it's... oh, never mind. Yes, your name... you're... that jerk who pushed me into the river.
Oh, yes, that silly feather does look familiar. Look at it. Like a limp piece of cheese. What you need, Gale, is an upgrade. Like my mane of excellence.
Hey, my mother gave me that feather. I might be silly, but you're going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
I knew a guy called Garrett. He was
yes, Graham?
dum-dum.
You want some dirt on someone?
What can you tell me about Sir Tenov himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
I did meet everyone.
What do you want?
I, heard what you're hiding.
No, you didn't, Skinny Pants.
I did. I heard a rumor that a tiny squirrel pet lives under your belly.
What? Who told you that? I bet it was Whisper. He's the worst. His ego is the one thing I can't stomach. And she's not my pet. She's my friend.
Does your squirrel friend have a name?
I wish Whisper would keep his big mouth shut. Her name is Princess Madeline of Avalon. She's a proper lady.
What else is hidden in that belly?
The bones of a feather boy if you don't leave me alone.
I think you're hiding something else in there, but I'm not sure I want to find out. I'll leave you be.
You need to get lost.
Unveiled itself, yes. Have you remembered my name?
Whisper.
Correct. Well, Whisper's full name is Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third. Hailing from Modesto.
Modesto.
But I'm sure a fan like you knew that. Would you like an autograph?
I don't seem to have any portraits on me.
Well, if you find one, I'll sign it. Free of charge. Whisper loves his fans. Whisper loves the knighthood. Whisper loves thwarting evil. But most of all, Whisper loves Whisper.
As do we all. I should be getting back to my chivalry test now.
Don't go! Whisper can do it!
That's a nice thought, but I'm pretty sure those guards would never confuse you for me. I mean, your armor is pretty recognizable.
Whisper's armor is shiny because Whisper loves his own reflection.
Yeah, I get it. Good day, Whisper.
So I'm pretty sure I've met everyone now.
Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
What can you tell me about Whisper?
Whisper? Huh, his feet might fly by without a sound, but his mouth never will. Shining star in his hometown, he hopes to rebuild his fan base in Daventry. I've heard he'll do anything for the spotlight, and can never be outshined. People that arrogant are usually primed for a fall. Don't you think so?
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
Alright, let's see if I can do the test now.
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it!
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Manny. We're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
A chaka?
A chaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third of Modesto. I'm sure of it.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Princess Madeline of Avalon. She sounds quite charming.
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got all the answers correct.
Gosh.
Great job, Pockets. Now, we shouldn't keep your new friends waiting, should we? Let's start the show.
Welcome, everybody. You are all here to win a knight position on King Edward's court. But that's not all. As you all know, tragically, the king has no heirs.
So I could be king.
So, this position could very well lead to the crown of Daventry itself. Now, let's officially commence the competition part of the tournament. I do hope you've all made friends, because it's about to get nasty. The time has come to collect your entrance tickets.
Oh, over here! Over here, I got mine right here!
I'm sorry, I really am, but that is not an entrance ticket. In fact, from up here, it looks like a sweaty piece of cloth. Oh, probably just a snot rag. Each knight hopeful will need to bring back to the theatre, dum-dum-dum-dum, one eye of a hideous beast. And, due to Proclamation 1748.2, it will actually need to be a hideous beast. Not like last year. No adorably cute, fuzzy or tiny creature eyes will be accepted. Thank you.
Nothing to see here.
There are many hideous eyes to find in Daventry. We urge you to take this opportunity to show us your skills. We want to know what's in your heart, how you think, and how you react in the face of danger. You might not believe all that can be interpreted from one eye, but we will still judge you all the same. Now, everyone, go forth and claim thine eyes.
Thine eyes.
Whisper!
Ooh.
Whisper can do it.
It's a lady. Keep out distress.
Watch your step, kid.
Oh, thanks.
I know it ain't fancy, but it'll have to work for now. Amaya Blackstone, nice to meet you.
Graham, the pleasure's mine. It's nice to see all these bridges are getting fixed.
All these bridges? No, kid. This contract is over. Daventry can't afford me anymore. They can't even afford oil for the crumbler over there. My own invention, of course.
Oh, what does a crumbler do?
It lifts, it chops, it crumbles. Most importantly, it brings in the monies, which are desperately needed. Been kind of rough around here lately.
It seems that way. Daventry's been an interesting experience so far. Different from what I read in my travel books. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if it's for me.
Don't worry, kid. It's not you. This kingdom's been going downhill ever since the Queen died. And now, with the bridges out, no one can get into Daventry. It's really quiet. I hate the silence. I'm a woman of action, if you couldn't tell. Quiet towns don't pay the bills.
I can see that.
Well, I should get going. Perhaps someone's wandered into my shop. If you make it there, come say hi. I'm on the left.
Off she goes.
Keep out. Under construction. Caution. Bees and distress.
Can't go through.
So, how did you find an eye?
There's a hideous beast lurking inside.
Ouch! Rude!
Shame. These could have been carved into really nice jack-o'-lanterns. That pumpkin was housing too many squirrels for my taste.
Well guys, I'm probably going to leave it there for now. Played a bit, but if you'd like to see me play this a little bit more, let me know. And I can probably keep playing it. Alright guys, that's all from me for now, and until next time.